Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. How do I convince my parents to let me take my laptop to Europe? It's not a question that I asked, because I don't ask my parents permission for anything. I don't live with them. They don't live with me. We're in completely separate states. This was a question that was asked by one of you, who is obviously still with their parents. Now, I'm not sure if you're still, like, under the age of 18, or, like, some YouTube users, well over the age of 18 and still living with their parents. Either way, that's a good question, right? And this person, and I'm going to keep their name anonymous right now. They posted on lockergnome.net, in case you're wondering, is making the argument, well, I just want to take my full-on gaming computer with me to Europe because I just wanted to Skype and stay in touch with friends. And, yeah, maybe game a little. And I am going to have to side with your parents on this one. I'm so sorry. I realize that's not the answer you wanted to hear from me. But, dude, you're going to Europe, okay? Unless you're doing business that you need that laptop right there, my recommendation is take something a bit more lightweight. Perhaps a phone, if you have one. I don't know. Assumedly, everybody does these days. I don't care if you're living at home or living with or living at home as opposed to living under the bridge, which you could be as well. I don't know. Living with your parents or not, you probably have a mobile communications device. These days, these smartphones. By the way, you don't have to be smart to use a smartphone, and using a smartphone doesn't mean that you're automatically smart either. FYI. You can take one of these things along with you and be just fine. You could Skype on this if you want. Maybe you don't want. Maybe you want to game. Fine, you can game on this too. That's not the same. You don't want to lug a laptop around Europe, okay? You barely want to lug a laptop around here in the United States, okay? You gotta be tethered to power all the time. And not to say that you wouldn't need power for your mobile device, but dude, this is a perfect travel companion. Whatever your phone is, okay? I don't care if you got a Palm device, or an HP device now, I guess, or an Android device, a Windows Phone 7 device, an iPhone, an iPad. You want something portable. How do I help you convince your parents to let you take your laptop? I don't. You should not want to send this video to your parents, I'm assuming. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you guys like traveling with heavy gear and as much as you could possibly pack into a suitcase. You're nuts. Nuts, okay? Dude, I know you like gaming. It's fine. Just find a more portable way to do it. Okay, that's all. Your parents are right in this case. I don't know. I would argue for the side of the parents. That's me. And I'm not a parent. I've got a couple dogs. They never complain. Sometimes they puke on the carpet, but that's really as bad as it gets around here. No one really gives me any pushback as far as traveling with stuff is concerned. And they love going in the car. Love it! But they don't have to lug around laptops. So, my stance is no. My question to everybody who's watching this video, do you empathize with this fellow community member's issue here? What would you say would make a good argument as to why these parents, who are more than likely paying for the entire trip, and likely had paid for the laptop, which they've requested not be brought along, how would you go about encouraging this type of situation to happen? How would you get them to let him take that laptop along? No, I need to game or I'm gonna, my fingers are gonna shrivel up and fall off. I mean, really, what argument is there? Go mobile, dude! Everybody else is doing it. Sorry, not to say that peer pressure is what you want to succumb to, because just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean you should. Just don't try. Let me ask the bigger question. Who travels with a laptop anymore? Honestly, when I'm traveling and if I know I'm not going to need to do video processing, I don't take my laptops along. If I'm going to do live streaming, yeah, I have to. I'm going to do that. This kid ain't going to do that, dude. He's going to Skype and game and do things that he can do on a mobile device. So, give your argument. Give your stance. Be cogent. Watch your spelling and grammar, because he might just copy and paste it into an email, and you don't want him to look even, worse than he likely looks right now. In my day, we were lucky to have a phone that had touch buttons, like this, like mechanical touch buttons. We were lucky. We had rotary dial, and we didn't want to travel with that. Does anybody still use rotary dial? You might. Not saying that there's a bad thing. Just kind of dates you. My day, we were lucky to have 4 television channels. And we had to get up from the sofa, or Davenport, whatever we called it back. What did you call it? Sofa, Davenport? We used to get up, and we were the remote control, okay? We had to get up, walk across the room, and go, chick, 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 chick. That's me fussing with an antenna. If we were lucky, we got a signal with a little noise. If there was too much noise, my dad would make us stand right next to the TV and hold on to the freaking antenna. And we were lucky if we were the ones chosen to hold the antenna. Because that was prime right there. You were the conduit to deliver entertainment to your home. My parents won't let me take a laptop to Europe. Sorry, dude. I'm kind of making fun of you. Just a bit. Think about it. Something more mobile. And be grateful that you're going to Europe. And that you have an opportunity to carry one of these around, assuming you do. Or just borrow your parents. Although, I hope you know what you're doing with that. Because if you connect to the data, over there, and woo, kind of expensive. And I'm guessing your parents would likely foot the bill for that one too. My email address, chris@perillo.com. Boy, this comment thread ought to be interesting. At Chris Perillo on Twitter, in case you want to, throw your barbs at me there. Or maybe you agree with me. I don't know. You got to let me know, though. LockerGnome.net is where the question was asked. LockerGnome.com, a network of tech content just for you. Been serving it up since 1996. Yeah, I'm that old. I mean, I'm older than, I wasn't born in 1996. You might have been. I don't even know. When were half of you born anyway? I'm looking over to the chat room here because it's full of geeks even right now. Because it's part of the live video feed. They're kind of like the peanut gallery. Some of them might even be allergic to peanuts. I don't know. Either way, you're more than welcome to join us. We've got a live video feed with this chat room going out over the web 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Geeking out at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.